Welcome to Informed Tourist. This is Curtis, your traveling guru. Did you know some of the world's most beloved tourist destinations are also among the most dangerous? We dream of these places, save up for years, and chase the perfect Instagram shot. But what if the postcard-perfect image hides a much darker reality? Scams, theft, and real peril. In this video, we're pulling back the curtain on the world's most famous tourist hotspots. We'll explore why these iconic locations are not just overrated, but potentially dangerous, and what the travel brochures never mention. Stay with me until the end for the tourist filter rule, a simple secret that will change how you travel and keep you safe. Paris, the city of love, the city of light. For centuries, it's been the ultimate destination for dreamers, lovers, and artists. The city's name alone conjures images of moonlit walks along the Seine, passionate kisses beneath the Eiffel Tower, and the promise of unforgettable memories. But, for many who arrive with hearts full of hope, the fantasy quickly collides with reality. The postcard-perfect Paris you've seen in movies and magazines often feels just out of reach, hidden behind crowds, noise, and a sense of disillusionment. Around landmarks like the Eiffel Tower and the Louvre, you're not just a traveler, you're a target. The sheer volume of visitors has transformed these icons into hotspots for petty crime and relentless hustling. Pickpocketing here is an art form, perfected over generations. Thieves blend seamlessly into the throngs, their hands quick and practiced, their eyes always searching for the next distracted tourist. Teams use distractions, an accidental spill, a fake petition, or a swarm of children, to lift your wallet in seconds. Sometimes you won't even realize you've been targeted until it's too late. Scams are everywhere. The infamous gold ring trick, the friendship bracelet hustle, and countless other creative cons. Each one is designed to catch you off guard, to turn your curiosity or kindness into vulnerability. They prey on your politeness and confusion, knowing that most visitors don't want to seem rude or suspicious in a foreign land. Even the world's most famous painting, the Mona Lisa, is a lesson in expectation versus reality. She's tiny, protected behind glass, and perpetually mobbed by a sea of smartphones and selfie sticks. The streets? Often dirtier than you'd expect, with overflowing bins and litter that clash with the city's romantic reputation. The famed Parisian charm? Sometimes it's just indifference or even impatience, as locals navigate the endless tide of outsiders. The city feels exhausted by its own tourism, its residents weary from the constant influx of visitors who flood the streets year-round. For many, Paris becomes a draining exercise in vigilance. Instead of relaxing, you're always on guard, scanning for threats and clutching your belongings. You're so busy guarding your wallet and phone that you barely notice the beauty around you. The city's magic slips by, lost in a haze of anxiety and distraction. The romance is still there, but it's buried, hidden beneath layers of tourist traps, petty crime, and the constant hustle of the city. Is it worth the battle? For some, the answer is yes. The city's beauty and history are undeniable. For others, the struggle overshadows the dream. The dream of Paris is powerful, but the reality demands constant caution. Every step requires awareness, every moment a balance between wonder and wariness. If you go with eyes wide open, and your hand on your bag. Be prepared, not just enchanted. The magic exists, but you'll have to fight for it. Sometimes, the most memorable moments are the ones you carve out for yourself, away from the crowds. That's the real Paris for most tourists, a city of breathtaking beauty and harsh realities, where the heart of romance beats on, even if it's a little bruised. Barcelona seduces with art, architecture, and energy, but it's also Europe's pickpocket capital. The lively streets, outdoor cafes, and crowds make it a paradise for thieves, especially on Las Ramblas and the metro. Your smartphone is the top target. Thieves use distractions, snatch and runs, and work in teams. The police are overwhelmed, and lenient laws mean many thieves are back on the street the next day. The cycle continues and tourists pay the price. The beauty of Barcelona is real, but so is the risk. To enjoy it, you must stay hyper-aware. Mentally exhausting, but necessary. Treat your belongings as liabilities, not possessions. In Barcelona, vigilance is the price of admission. Rio de Janeiro, a city that seems to exist between dreams and reality, where the sun glints off golden beaches and the mountains rise like ancient guardians above the cityscape. The city's beauty is legendary. Beaches, mountains, carnival. Every year, millions are drawn here by the promise of samba rhythms, endless summer, and breathtaking views. It's a place where life spills out onto the streets, and every corner feels alive with color and music. But beneath the postcard image is a city shaped by stark inequality and crime. The divide between wealth and poverty is visible everywhere. Luxury apartments tower over sprawling favelas, and the contrast is impossible to ignore. Robberies here are often brazen, even in tourist hotspots, like Copacabana. Thieves move quickly, blending into crowds, and tourists are frequent targets. Arrestoins, gangs that storm beaches, can turn a sunny day into chaos in seconds. What starts as a peaceful afternoon can erupt into panic, with crowds scattering in every direction. Locals warn, no flashy jewelry, minimal cash, keep your passport locked away, and guard your phone. These aren't just tips, they're rules for survival, passed down from experience. Even taxis can be risky, with scams and inflated fares. Unsuspecting visitors can find themselves overcharged or taken on circuitous routes through unfamiliar neighborhoods. At night, risks escalate. Some areas become no-go zones, and even safe neighborhoods require caution. The city's energy shifts after dark, and the sense of danger grows. The city's beauty can lull you into a false sense of security. The moment you relax is the moment you're most vulnerable. It's easy to forget the risks when surrounded by such stunning scenery. Enjoying Rio demands street smarts and constant awareness. Every step requires vigilance, and every decision can make the difference between a magical trip and a nightmare. For many, the dream of paradise is overshadowed by the reality of danger. The city's challenges are as real as its charms, and visitors must navigate both. In Rio, vigilance isn't optional. It's survival. Locals have learned to live with caution, and for visitors, adopting the same mindset is essential. The city's allure is undeniable, but so are its risks. In Rio, paradise and peril walk hand in hand, and every visitor must decide how to balance wonder with wisdom. Cancun, the all-inclusive paradise, pristine beaches, endless buffets, and a carefully managed sense of safety. But step outside the resort bubble and the reality shifts. Tourists become targets for scams, aggressive vendors, and taxi rip-offs. Cartel violence, while not aimed at tourists, is a growing threat, and sometimes visitors get caught in the crossfire. Nightlife brings its own dangers, tainted alcohol, blackouts, and vulnerability to assault or theft. The sanitized resort experience often feels disconnected from real Mexican culture. Many leave feeling they visited a theme park, not a country. The choice, stay safe but isolated, or venture out and face real risks, is a manufactured paradise, bordered by danger, truly paradise. In Cancun, safety and authenticity rarely overlap. Choose wisely. Venice, the floating city, unique, beautiful, and overwhelmed. Over-tourism has turned Venice into a crowded theme park, with tourists outnumbering locals. The narrow streets and bridges become human traffic jams, perfect for pickpockets. The crush of people is not just stressful, it's a safety hazard, especially near canals. Authentic Venetian life is pushed aside for souvenir shops and overpriced gelato. The city's soul feels hollowed out, its magic lost in the mob. Many visitors leave disappointed, having found stress instead of romance. Venice is a paradox, breathtaking beauty, but an often unpleasant experience. To find the magic, you must seek out quiet corners at dawn or late at night. For most, the city is a cautionary tale of over-tourism. The beauty remains, but the experience is sold out. Venice is a masterpiece, just not for the faint of heart. Las Vegas. The Strip dazzles with fantasy and excess, but it's engineered to lower your defenses. Distraction is the city's business. Noise, lights, and free-flowing alcohol make you an easy target. Pickpockets and scammers thrive on casino floors and crowded sidewalks. Aggressive costume characters, fake VIP passes, and free CDs are all part of the hustle. The party atmosphere encourages risky decisions, drinking too much, carrying cash, letting your guard down. The promise of what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas is a myth. Consequences follow you home. The Strip is a masterclass in psychological manipulation. The house, and the ecosystem of crime, always wins. In Vegas, the fantasy is intoxicating, but the reality can be a harsh wake-up call. New Orleans. The French Quarter is a feast for the senses, music, food, history, but the city's high crime rate spills into tourist areas, making vigilance essential. Bourbon Street transforms at night into a chaotic, alcohol-fueled party, prime hunting ground for muggers and thieves. Just a block off the main drag, you can find yourself isolated and vulnerable. Criminals know the area well. Tourists, often impaired, are easy targets. Situational awareness is critical. Don't flash valuables, stay in groups, stick to well-lit areas, and use taxis at night. The city's relaxed reputation can be dangerously misleading. The culture is incredible, but the threat of violent crime is real. Enjoy the music and food, but keep your guard up. In New Orleans, respect and caution go hand in hand. The Big Easy can quickly become the Big Regret. Bali, the island of the gods. Instagram sells a dream of tranquility, but the reality is crowded, chaotic, and risky. Traffic is a major danger. Roads are jammed, rules are ignored, and scooter accidents are common. The party scene brings another threat. Drink tampering and methanol poisoning from cheap local spirits. Over-tourism pollutes beaches and strains the island's fragile ecosystem. Sacred sites are overrun, and local culture is commodified and disrespected. The tension between visitors and locals is growing. You come for peace, but find traffic and risk. You seek culture, but find it diluted. Bali's beauty is real, but so are its modern dangers. The paradise is still there, but you'll have to look past the filters and crowds to find it. In Bali, the dream and the danger go hand in hand. The Great Pyramids of Giza, one of the world's most iconic landmarks, standing tall for thousands of years. These ancient wonders have inspired awe and curiosity for generations, drawing millions of travelers from every corner of the globe. For many, visiting the pyramids is a dream come true. A bucket list wonder that promises a glimpse into the mysteries of ancient Egypt. But the reality on the ground can be jarring, as the experience is often marred by relentless touts and scammers who see every tourist as an opportunity. From the moment you step out of your vehicle, you're a walking wallet, subjected to aggressive sales tactics, persistent vendors, and a barrage of offers that quickly become overwhelming. The pressure starts before you even reach the entrance. Fake officials approach with convincing badges, camel handlers quote sky-high prices, and vendors offer free souvenirs that come with a catch. Every interaction feels like a negotiation, and it's hard to know who to trust. Saying no often means nothing. The pressure is constant and exhausting. Even polite refusals are ignored, and some touts will follow you for minutes, hoping you'll eventually give in. The magic and majesty of the pyramids can be lost when you're too busy fending off scammers to appreciate the history and grandeur before you. Instead of marveling at the ancient stones, you're distracted by the constant need to protect your wallet. The markets of Cairo are no different. What starts as playful haggling quickly turns from fun to stressful, as vendors push hard for a sale and the atmosphere becomes overwhelming. Yet it's important to remember that Egypt's history is unparalleled, and most locals are genuinely welcoming, eager to share their culture and stories with visitors. But the tourist experience is often poisoned by a minority who prey on visitors, leaving many feeling wary and on guard instead of relaxed and inspired. The real scheme isn't the pyramids themselves, it's the gauntlet you must run to see them. A test of patience and persistence that can overshadow the wonder of the sight. Many leave with a sense of being taken advantage of, not awe, their memories clouded by frustration rather than fascination. In Giza, wonder and weariness go hand in hand, a bittersweet reminder that even the world's greatest treasures can be overshadowed by the challenges of modern tourism. Santorini. The Greek island dream, whitewashed villages, blue domes, and legendary sunsets, but in peak season, the reality is crowds, chaos, and disappointment. Oya's sunset is a mob scene, thousands jostling for the same photo, climbing on rooftops and disrespecting the architecture. The narrow paths are dangerously overcrowded, with real risks of falls. Infrastructure can't handle the daily onslaught, turning beauty into hazard. Prices are sky-high for everything, and you're paying for proximity, not quality. Many leave feeling ripped off and underwhelmed. Santorini's beauty is real, but the experience is often sold out. To find the magic, visit in the off-season, or seek out quieter corners. For most, the iconic sunset remains a dream, replaced by a crowded, stressful reality. In Santorini, the fantasy is easy to buy, but hard to find. We've seen the dark side of the world's most famous destinations. The common thread: popularity breeds unique dangers. Here's the secret: the tourist filter rule. If a place's economy depends on tourists, apply a filter of skepticism. Expect higher risks, inflated prices, and less authenticity. When a place becomes a product, its safety and soul erode. Recognize these zones, adjust your expectations, and you'll travel smarter and safer. Thanks for watching Informed Tourist. Like, subscribe, and share your travel stories in the comments.